Did Meghan Markle and Prince Harry just markle themselves in their own documentary? Folks, let's get into this. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing? How you feeling? Folks, it has been said once or twice, not us, not on this channel, nobody in our community, but people have alluded to the fact that H and the Scheist might not be the brightest bulbs in the shed. One indicator would be the fact that him going into his 40s and her going into her 50s left a lifelong lottery ticket that only continues to go up in value. But I change courses and get back to their fantastic documentary. Now, think about this too. These two, this alleged psyop, okay, leak in the plant, him being the leak, she being the plant, has gone awry. And I'll tell you why. And it's not because they had a change of heart. It's not because she went rogue. It's because whoever put this whole thing together did not count on the fact of how dense as lumber these two actually are. They gave them the benefit of the doubt, and it was way too much of a benefit. Let me explain. So think about this. These two have, financial people and people working for them and managers and assistants, and they hire attorneys for their trademark. Think about this. She trademarks a name. The trademark gets kicked back. Do you not think the attorney sat there and said, look, it's not going to work? And she was probably like forcing the issue. Like, just send it through. I want this. It's got to be this, whatever. Let's just see if it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. What does the attorney care? I'm not blaming the attorney. Attorney's probably like, oh, fine. I'll bill you this time. I'll bill you the next time we do it. And when it gets kicked back, I'll bill you again. Whatever. Who gives a shit? No sweat off mine, those. I'm giving you the advice. You don't want to take it? You want to go your route? Fine. So my point is this. Think about this, too. These two, either before they came out to California or in the beginning when they did, remember, they opened up it was 8 to 11 LLCs out of Delaware. One called Mama Knows Best. Oh, please, that's because Megsy dresses up like my mother. And the other one was Pekka and some other dumbass names. Okay. Who needs that if you're on the up and up and you're doing things on the up and up? Would you need that to funnel money, allegedly? Maybe if you're doing some grifts? Now, think about this. Netflix saw them and they were like, oh my God, this is going to be gangbusters. And then it dawned, benefit of the doubt, and then it dawned on Netflix. They were like, wait a minute. We thought that these two would actually have something to talk about. What do you mean? Well, he's lived his whole life in the royal family and has gone on to all these events and met all these dignitaries and been to all these countries, and you would think he would have some wealth of knowledge to somehow bring to some kind of entertainment value. Dick! Absolutely dick! She's got a podcast, allegedly built a studio in her home, allegedly 28 people working on. She can't even finish that. Then Netflix is probably like, well, that was Spotify. Now Netflix is probably like, well, wait a minute. She's been in Hollywood since she was a teenager on the set of Married with Children. She's got, if anybody's in Hollywood, everybody in Hollywood's got an idea in their mind. Oh, I got a show. I tell you what, I got a show. If I could just get it produced, if I could just get somebody to read my script, I got an idea. Oh, it's gonna blow you. I don't have it all pieced together, but I got the concept. Every single person walking around in Hollywood. Not every, but people that are involved in that. You have something in the back of their mind. Oh, if I could just get this done. If I could just get this produced. If I could just make this. She's got dick. Nothing. Zero. Her best idea, they grab Pearl. Bang, right into the garbage. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was horrible. That's the best you have? A lifetime in Hollywood? Your father was in Hollywood? You were in Hollywood? You were on the set? And this is the best you can come up with? Now they realize, wait a minute, these two are only good for talking about his family. That's it. They can't even get her talking about her family because nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about her family. Nobody gives a shit in the future. Nobody gave a shit in the past. And nobody gives a shit now. Okay? It's just about his family. So when they're done talking about that, the well has dried up. So then they buy them Jake the Lake by the snake with a rake or whatever the hell that was. Almost very, very similar to their story in some capacity. Netflix buys it for them. Here, please. Put your stupid names on this. No, these two lazy grifters can't get off their duffs. Okay? Grifters, alleged grifters. Think about this. Every time they're in front of a microphone, you gotta stop your free speech. You gotta control what people say. You gotta hey, listen, it's the environment. You're ruining it. You're ruining the environment. Sure, my jet is still at the airport turned on right now, because I don't like the engines to, get cold or whatever. I just keep it running. It's easier just to keep fuel flying into it. But other than that, you need to watch. Hey, listen, go to electric cars. Go to electric. Yeah, sure. California, the power grid can't handle all of it, and they'll tell you there's rolling blackouts, and they'll tell you that if it's a hot summer month and people are using their air conditioners, don't charge your car. I mean, screw it. You don't have to get to work the next day. But just look, and please, this is what happens. You need an electric stove, not gas. Well, where does energy come from, H? Oh, it comes from gas. Thank you. Oh, it comes from natural gas. That's how they make energy? I didn't know. Anyways, so dumb shits. Right? Tell you all the time about how bad you are. Meanwhile, this guy takes a private jet from California to go see his father in the UK, to see him for 15 minutes while he's flipping him off, flying away in a helicopter to fly back. This is the guy lecturing people. Now, we get to their Netflix, okay? Finally, they're like, please give us something. What do you know? What are you possibly, either one of you, what do you know? H goes, oh, well, I like to play polo. And they're like, thank you. Run with it. Let me get the team on it. We'll slap together some stuff. Give us some names of some people you know. Probably list. These are the same guys he's in the photos with all the time. It seems like the same crew. And by the way, how big is this crew? This is a 5-episode series. 5 episodes? You can't even get through the trailer. You think somebody's going to watch 5 Nobody in the history of ever has gone, hey, I can't go. The polo game is coming on. Nobody has ever said, you want to come over? We're watching the polo game. Nobody ever has said that. Now, the big event comes. They're going to, we're going to slap our, we're going to be executive producers of this thing. Think about this. These two dumbasses, okay, that can't get their bills paid, a $200 check that goes missing, their taxes are late, this is that, her trademark gets filed wrong. They hire this guy in this thing, okay, you ready for this? Now this guy, his name is Tim Dutta, all right? He runs Team Dutta or whatever it is. This guy right here, okay? So he runs Team Dutta, and his son's in it, and there's whatever. They're part of the trailer and all this stuff, and, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and it's this team and that team, but he runs Team Dutta, okay, right here. Team Dutta Corp, okay? Well, his name is Tim Dutta. Well, who is Tim Dutta? I'm so glad you asked. Now, you would think, hey, H, hey, M, you know what? We're going to put together your dumb documentary here with the people that you've listed. Just out of curiosity, do you think we should vet them? Do you think there'd be a conflict of interest based on what your 2 alleged grifts are that you guys pontificate to the world about? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll tell you why they don't know what you're talking about, because they don't believe in anything that they're saying. Folks, listen to this, okay? So one of the main characters in their own documentary, 5 parts as a matter of fact, is Tim Dutta. Now, who's Tim Dutta, you ask? Great. This is an article out of 2018. The hard work of moving 6,000 horses a year. Okay? Tim Dutta runs a company called the Dutta Corp. What does he do? He's transporting horses from one side of the world to another. Is no easy tasks, blah, blah, blah. So he goes into this whole thing, okay? Now, this was 2018. Don't forget, we got this documentary coming out, so I'm sure Polo's just going to take off like a wildfire. So who knows what it's going to... He's going to be up to 6,001 horse in 2025, probably. My point is this. When you're sitting there pontificating to the world about how you need to control your emissions and you need... what does the average person fly a year? Just the average, person. Once, twice, maybe once they go on vacation, 3 times maybe, once, whatever, a year. Unless you're flying for business and it's your job. It's not like you're doing it for luxury. This person, Tim Dutta, all right, he's flying 6,000 horses. Don't forget, H has his horse flown too. Probably uses Tim Dutta. I don't know. Who knows? If there is anything that is an unnecessary flight, if there has never been an emergency where you needed a horse to catch the next flight... Well, you know what? We better get Buttercup over here because there's an emergency surgery happening tomorrow. Well, Buttercup, can you take the first plane out of, Argentina? You know what I mean? Never in your history of history. This is not some person going, from one place to another because they got to get, some type of, special procedure done. Okay? If there was anything that was unnecessary to be flying, I would say it's horses. Much less 6,000 of them. Much less, let me just give you the little numbers, okay? This is based on what I read. I don't know if this is accurate. It costs $30,000 to fly the horse round trip, okay? I don't know if they're getting like lobster and steak. I don't know if they got a little surf and turf action going on. I don't know if they're drinking champagne. I don't know. I don't know what these horses are up to up there. I don't know if they got all the channels. I don't know what's going on. Point is this. $30,000 times 6,000 works out to about $180 million a year. Now, I'm not saying that's all profit, obviously, and you got to do, you put your finance guys to work. But my point is this, back to the whole, let's circle back. This guy runs Travelist, for crying out loud. Oh, it's a no profit. We're going to teach people how to, watch what you do. And this is one of the stars of his own stupid show about nothing that nobody's ever going to watch. And this guy is moving 6,000 horses by plane per year. A total unnecessary thing to do. Wouldn't you say? Let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.